In the year 1423, a man named Elias made a wish. He knelt beneath a blood moon, whispered an ancient incantation, and offered a piece of his soul for a single thing: immortality. The next morning, he woke to birdsong, sunbeams, and the knowledge that he would never die. At first, it was a gift. Decades passed, centuries. He outlived wars, empires, and even memory itself. But 600 years later, Elias sits in a sterile apartment overlooking a digital skyline, haunted by names he can no longer remember, and a question he never asked. What happens when forever becomes too long? This is the paradox of immortality, not whether we could live forever, but whether we should. We fear death. Every heartbeat brings us closer to it. So the idea of eternal life has seduced humanity since the dawn of time. From the fountain of youth to Silicon Valley cryonics labs, we chase the dream of cheating death. Imagine what you could do if you had forever. Master every language, explore every continent, build empires, watch galaxies bloom. Immortality promises more time. But here's where the paradox begins. More time doesn't always mean more life. What gives life its meaning? For most philosophers, it's mortality. Knowing we have limited time forces us to choose, to act, to care. If you had infinite tomorrows, why seize today? Studies in psychology show that time scarcity increases appreciation. We value moments precisely because they're fleeting. Think of your favorite memory. Wasn't part of its beauty knowing it would end? Now imagine you're Elias. You've seen sunsets 1,000 times. Eventually, even the most awe-inspiring wonders fade into the mundane. Let's go deeper. Our minds are not built for eternity. Memory has limits. The average human can actively recall only a few thousand faces. As the centuries roll on, names blur, relationships fade, love becomes a fog. Would you remember your 37th birthday? Your 300th? Your 9/12th? Elias once loved a woman named Marin. She taught him to paint. He can still remember her laugh, but not her face. Immortality isn't just about never dying. It's about carrying everything: joy, guilt, regret, forever. Imagine your worst mistake. Now imagine never being able to forget it. Even if your mind endures, society won't. Language evolves, technology leaps, culture shifts. After a few decades, your favorite song is ancient history. After a few centuries, even your name sounds alien. Everyone you love, gone. Their children, gone. You remain, unchanging. Social scientists call this chronological isolation, the feeling of being surrounded by people, yet profoundly alone. When everyone you meet is temporary, how do you open your heart again? Elias stopped trying after the 1800s. He says it's easier not to get attached. How many books can you read? How many meals can you savor? At some point, you've done it all. Even novelty, our brain's reward system, begins to break down. Studies on long-term boredom show it can lead to depression, risk-taking behavior, even self-destruction. There's a reason myths like Tithonus and the Wandering Jew don't celebrate immortality, they warn against it. Living forever doesn't just stretch life. It stretches purpose until it becomes unrecognizable. Let's say science does crack immortality, maybe through genetic repair, nanotech, or consciousness uploading. Now imagine this tech is real. Who gets it? If only the rich can afford to live forever, inequality explodes. Resources strain. Generational renewal halts. Innovation stagnates. A world full of immortals may become a world without children. And nature has rules. Every species has a cycle: birth, growth, death. Remove death, and you remove the balance. Would ecosystems collapse under the weight of unending humanity? Here's a twist. What if immortality came with a choice, a way out? You could live for 1,000 years, but at any moment choose to end your journey peacefully. Would that solve the paradox? Maybe. But then the question shifts again. When do you choose to go? How do you know when you've had enough of life? Would you wait until you're tired, lonely, bored? Elias had that option. He was offered a final sunset after 600 years. He stood at the edge for 3 days and walked away. He still doesn't know why. Maybe life is beautiful because it's fragile. We don't cherish the flower that never wilts. We cherish the one that blooms briefly against all odds. Immortality promises more quantity. But life isn't measured in years. It's measured in meaning. And perhaps, just perhaps, meaning is something that can't survive forever. He still walks the earth, still watches, still wonders, still trying to decide if living forever was a gift or a curse. And as you sit there with your limited heartbeats, fleeting memories, and imperfect, beautiful life, you might just have something he never will, a reason to live like it matters.